What's up, guys? Matthew here. Very excited to start a new show. We're going to be watching Squid Game. Um, I do this with all my first episodes, so I just want to give a word of warning. I'm going to yap for a couple minutes. If you want to just hop straight to the reaction, just skip ahead. Um, I am absolutely so excited to start this show. Um, One of the reasons why I started a reaction channel is because for some reason I have a hard time starting shows. Um, I have a whole list of like 1,000, not 1,000, 2,000 shows that I want to watch. Um, so when it comes to starting shows, I have so many like problems. Like, oh, I want to watch this, I want to watch this, I want to watch this, and I plan it down. I like make it a science. I have lists and all that. So when something really popular, like a cultural phenomenon, lightning in a bottle, is put in front of me, I don't tend to strike at it. So when Squid Game happened, and it was only one season, it was so popular, it was so talked about. I didn't watch it. I overthought it, and I just said I'll watch it. I'll watch it later. I'll watch it later, and I didn't end up watching it. Um, about a year ago, in because I have a film degree, in one of my final semesters at college, we had a whole lesson about Squid Game, and we didn't really go into like the plot or all that. Um, and it wasn't a whole lesson; it was more like a 20-minute part about Netflix. But and anyway, to summarize, we just talked about Squid Game, and all the people in my class like absolutely loved it and had a blast and this and that, and I was like, oh my god, I'm missing out. I'm missing out. So I'm so excited to watch this. I have such high hopes for it. I don't want to like. I'm not going in this thinking that it's the greatest season of TV of all time. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that I know that this is really good. I know that this did really good at the Emmys. So um, that's Emmys nowadays. You have to look at with like a double edged sword, because when someone like Bob Odenkirk doesn't win anything, or when a show like Better Call Saul doesn't win anything, you can't really take its words like gospel. Um, but at the same time, I will give them the respect that they deserve because I know that this did really good there. I'm pretty sure that won Best Actor too. This is so, That's another thing. I'm going in pretty blind. Specific, I don't really know the characters, but obviously there were certain things like just a sort of overall get up. Like I know that there's a lot of green and a lot of pink suits, so I had to put the green on just to match. And then a couple of the games, cause obviously Squid Game. I think I know like the basic premise because I don't. I want to go in this blind. I like to go into everything as blind, but also if I do know something, I want to be very open with it. I'm pretty sure this is some sort of thing where contestants sort of are fighting for money or competing for money, and they're just doing like tasks. And if you don't win the task or you don't go to the next round, you die. I'm pretty sure. Um, I, I'm almost positive. But the one thing I have like really seen is some of the games. I like. Obviously, I know that the um, episode title is Red Light, Green Light. I know that Red Light, Green Light is a thing in it. I know there's little weird like sugar candy thingies where you make shapes, that sort of stuff. I think that might be everything that I do know. Um, but obviously, again, and it's one of those things. It was such a cultural phenomenon that it was hard to miss stuff. But I don't know. I'm glad that I didn't watch it because I do want to experience this um, with you guys, with any new viewers. If you are new to my channel, I appreciate you coming to watch. Hopefully, season one with me. Um, Season two releases December 26th, I believe. I'm going to have, and that's 9 weeks away from the time this episode comes out. So I will be having one episode release every week, and I will be tuning in for season two. That's another thing. Um, because I've just started this channel, like what, like probably been doing it for what, like 4 or 5 months. Um, it's always been one of my goals. There are certain shows that I'm not only like just caught up with, but there are also a couple shows I'm behind on, And when a new season gets a release date for it, I will be trying to sort of fit it into my schedule. Starting in January, if you guys are just sort of looking at if you wanted to tune into my channel a little bit, if you do like these reactions, starting in January, I'm going to be having a ton of time to really sink my teeth into this channel and do a lot of reactions. So there are certain things that I'm looking forward to. A show like The Bear, I'm pretty sure there's 3 seasons of The Bear. When The Bear season 4 gets a release date, I'm going to try to binge that. I'm very hyped to watch that show. Stranger Things season 5 is still on the horizon. I've not watched season 4, so I do need to catch up to that, so to speak, for the new season. So I will be uploading that at some point. Right now on the channel, I'm watching Sopranos. I'm doing Fargo right now. A couple animes. Doing Monster and My Hero Academia. In the future, I'm going to be doing polls and all that to see other shows that you guys would like me to see. And then the most important thing, starting in January, I'm going to have, like I said, a lot of time on my hands. I'm going to be doing a lot of movies. So if you do have any movie recommendations you'd like me to see, I would appreciate it if you gave them to me. That's going to be it. I'm looking at the time. 6 minutes wasn't too bad. I know if you guys go to the first video on my channel, I think I had a 30-minute opening rant. So I'm very hyped for this. I'm ready to see how this is going to go down. I'm ready to see why this was so hyped. So if you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the full-length uncut reaction up on my Patreon. And if you guys like the content on the channel, please subscribe. Let's get right into the first episode. I'm so excited. It's crazy too, just like the little details that you get wrong. I would have thought that Squid Game would have been the name of this event thing that's going to happen, but obviously that was incorrect. Fantastic opening. I am an absolute nerd for TV openings and TV endings. Endings more so with animated shows. But okay, I have seen this actor before, and I'm pretty sure that this is the actor who won the Emmy.
생일인 건 알지?
알지.
까먹지 말고 이따가 가가 저녁이라도 함께 사 먹이라.
요즘 물가가 얼마인데 이거 가지고 뭘 사 먹여. 좀만 더 줘봐.
돈 없다?
돈이 왜 없어? 내가 대리 뛴 것도 다 갖다 줬잖아.
아이고 그까는 왜 돈? 야, 너 대출 받은 한 달 이자도 안 된다. 아이고.
그걸 이렇게 살아서 다 못 갚어. 그러니까 쓸 거 좀 쓰고 살자.
Okay, so it is obviously a situation where it's people desperate for money, and I don't know if it's like a game show or like a government project or social experiment or anything like that. Is that his or his mom's?
내 생일 맞는데.
비밀번호 바꾸셨네. 니네 엄마가 드디어 널 버렸다야.
This guy's a bum. Stealing from his mom? Gambling. Was this horse racing? Man, got Nikola Jokic up in here, man.
대가리 확실하다며. 병신 새끼. 좋은 말을 데리고 아주 또 싸네 정말.
Man, this first episode is so much different than I would have thought, and I'm loving it so far.
당신 뭐 하고 제발 나좀 가만히 내버려둬. 생각 좀 하게.
Crazy motherfucker. Does his wife, or I don't know if it's wife, did the mother of his child just take her? Because he's a deadbeat? 6 and 8. Oh man, it's great. I feel like this show has the opportunity to be really emotional. Just from what I know, the fact that there's going to be some sort of competition for money with the punishment of not winning being death. And I don't know how many contestants, but if it's like a one is eliminated per round or there's a bigger field. But I really feel like I could be emotionally impacted by the stress and the death if they all are shown to be have a family and have a life. If they go in depth, maybe flashbacks, maybe like lost like flashbacks. Oh shit. He owes money, man. She robbed you, man.
그래서 얼마 있는데?
400이야. 일단 이거 받으시고 나머지는 제가 다음 달까지 꼭.
She robbed you, man.
아이고.
The fuck?
코피가 왜 잘 나는지 알아? 그 안에 노쇠혈관이 많아서 그래.
Oh my god, man.
피맛도 좋던데. 한 사발 받아다가 오늘 밤 선지국이나 끓여 먹어야겠다.
정말이에요. 갚을게요.
Man, it's making me sniffle, man. Stop doing that. Crazy bastards.
자, 눈물 닦고 여기 지장 찍어. 다음 달까지 못 갚으면 여기 신장 하나,
You're what?
안구 하나 대신 가져간다.
Who are these guys? Are these guys like black market? How did he get involved with these guys?
아, 네.
그래 거기 구.
Waiver of physical rights.
한 달이야.
Oh, is that like a waiver for the competition, maybe?
저기요. 죄송한데 아까 드린 10,000원 좀.
Oh my god, are you kidding me, dude? Are these things even worth that much?
씨, 그렇게 생각 없이 아무거나 집으니까 안 되죠.
너 좀 뽑냐?
Yeah, buddy. Oh, this is gonna be one of the games. One of the like things in the competition. And he's gonna get good at it. Oh, now I've got to overanalyze any little action he does to see if we'll get him ready for it. Oh, and then not worth money. It's for his daughter.
가영이 더 맛있는 거 사주려고 그랬는데.
괜찮아. 어제 엄마랑 새아빠랑 스테이크하우스 갔었어. 근데 난 떡볶이가 훨씬 더 맛있어.
I've heard of that before. I don't know what it is, but I've definitely heard of that before.
엄마가 이런 거 불량식품이라고 못 먹게 하거든.
I wonder the order. Did the mother like kick him out and then find the stepdad, or was it beforehand, like cheating or something like that? We gone?
야, 너 알지? 여자도 요즘 군대 많이 가는 거. 앞으로 너희들이 살아갈 세상은 남자 여자가 다 똑같이 평등한 세상이야.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Hold up, that's kind of awesome.
그걸로 담배는 피지 말고.
아빠 담배 끊었어.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to fucking feel for so many people in this show, I bet.
생일에는 진짜 좋은 선물을 사줄게. 가영 약속.
내년
I'm putting the prediction down right now. This man does not win the competition. He's gonna die like second or third.
뭐?
아니야.
And the reason I say that is because if I was writing something like this, I'd love when shows like fuck with your expectations in a good way. And I feel like it's so easy to make the protagonist win or go as far as possible. Because I've seen the actor, I'm not going to think this way, but if this was my first time viewing, I would even think that maybe there's a chance that this protagonist is the first one to die. You know what? Never mind. This is the introduction. Proposal. I would assume that they've been this entity has been watching more poor people, people struggling, desperate people.
아저씨 사정도 지금 딱해 보이긴 하는데 내가 지금 아저씨
선생님, 딱지치기 해보셨죠?
딱지.
저랑 딱지치기를 하셔서 한 번 이기실 때마다 10만 원을 드리겠습니다.
아 그러니까 내가 당신 딱지를 쳐서 넘기면 10만 원을 준다고?
반대로 제가 이기면
This is how they get you, man. They're gonna let you win a couple rounds, and they're gonna be like, "Well, I got another game you can play."
어떤 컬러로 하시겠습니까?
Red. Ah. Oh, you gotta flip the other person's like completely over? Seems kind of hard. Damn. You're talking to a degenerate gambler, though. He's ready for round 2.
없으세요?
돈이
그럼 몸으로 때우시면 됩니다.
몸으로? 너 이 새끼 뭐야?
뺨 한 대 10만 원 까드립니다.
Ready for round 2. Oh, his face is about to be bloody as fuck. I love this childlike music. I feel like it's obviously going to be some sort of recurring thing. Cause these games that I know that they're going to play, I feel like they're going to be more childlike. And then the ability to juxtapose this innocent childlike music with either death or an emotional moment is very intriguing. You got a lot better.
며칠만 하시면 큰 돈을 벌 수 있습니다. 한번 해보시지 않겠습니까?
아이씨 이거 신종 피라미드 뭐 그런 거지?
성예훈 씨, 오늘 신체 포기각서 쓰셨죠? 이름 성기훈 47세, 최종학력 대한공업기업
I told you not to trust that shit, man.
직원. 10년 전 구조조정 당시 희망퇴직 후 치킨집 분식집을 열었지만 모두 실패하고 현재 대리기사로 일하고 있어요.
They know everything about you.
인과의 사이에 10살 딸이 있어요. 현재 채무액 사채 1억 6천, 은행 대출 2억 5천 5백.
Dude! At that point, you don't have a life.
너 뭔데 내
You're
뒷조사를
working for
해?
everyone else. How much is the reward? That's what I don't know. So is this some sort of like that mafia gang Yakuza? I don't know. Sort of gets people to sign over their physical rights and then they send the big guns, so to speak, to the really desperate people.
술 안 마셨는데도 막 취한 것 같네.
And I would assume that that girl who stole his money is going to be in the competition.
아직도 노르머냐?
아이 노름한 거
And Jihan, am I saying that correctly?
진짜로 내 힘으로 번 거거든요.
근데 너 얼굴은 또 왜 그래? 너 이제 쌈질도 해?
아이 됐고요. 상우는 요즘 뭐 하나? 회사 잘 다녀요?
걔는 맨날 바빠.
And I want to write down all these names because I feel like they're gonna come back up.
나 알지? 이 새끼 서울대 붙은 거 다 나 때문이야.
This is a random question. I don't know if there are any Korean people watching, but why do Korean names have a lot of like dashes and then a shorter name? Is that the middle name, or is that like what's up with that? I'm just interested in that cultural difference.
여보, 너 남기면 안 된다. 이거 이 뺨 맞아서 번 돈으로 산 거야.
You're about to get kidnapped, dude. I'm so afraid that he's gonna get kidnapped. Cause what's like the entrance to this place? Like, do they literally like drive a car and show up? Cause I feel like they would be like blindfolded and. It's another thing. Is this broadcast on TV, like on national TV, or is this like some sort of secret thing again?
노름도 아니고 훔친 것도 아니고 내 손, 어? 내 얼굴, 내 몸뚱아리로 진짜 죽도록 버는 거라고. 정말.
아이가 니한테 별말 없더나.
Are they moving?
아이 지금 어메랑 새 남편이랑 내년에 뭐.
Aww. Oh yeah, now he's gonna want to get his money up so he can move too.
그 남자가 뭐 미국으로
Man, this
직장을 옮겨가.
stepdad is successful, man.
요 2층에 저 법정 안다커는 총각이 그러는데 애 아바이가 알을 키울 경제적인 그런 것만 된다고 보면은 알을 찾을 수 있다 하대.
Dude, what is it? 300 million in debt?
한국말 다 까먹고 니랑 뭐 말도 영영 안 통할 끼고 영영 남대필인 기다.
Damn, mom is guilting. Mom doesn't realize, but she's guilting him to join some weird death competition. I do want to say, I would assume this was like completely made like in Korea. Korean filmmaking is one of my favorite like foreign genres. If that makes sense. Past Lives, which I believe was a Korean film, was phenomenal. One of my all-time favorite movies, actually. I just watched a couple months ago. Is he gonna get the final spot?
안녕하십니까?
저
I'm in.
어제 명함 받은 사람인데요.
참가를 원하십니까? 참가를 원하시면 기와의 이름과 생년월일을 말씀해 주세요.
I have high hopes that I've discussed it a lot in my my Fargo reactions. If any of you guys would check that out, if you like Fargo, my favorite like feeling that I want shows to make me feel is weirdly a negative one, and it is tension. And I could see a lot of potential in this show making me like feel that tension consistently.
무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다.
Oh, we're gonna get to know this sad fucking sap, and this is gonna be the first one to die.
보네요. 저 게임하는 데까지는 여기서
Couple days.
얼마나 걸릴까요?
I wonder if he's. See, that's the part of like predicting. Like for the first episode, you just gotta like put your hat out there to see if you get anything right. I hope that one of his childhood. I don't want anyone to die, but maybe one of his childhood friends is gonna be in this. And we're in it. The show has started. 4, 5, 6. Oh, a lot more people than I thought, man. This is amazing, man. I've not seen it. I've not read the books. I don't know anything about it, so to speak, but I just know this part of it. This feels sort of like what I think of when I think of Hunger Games. And these masks are cool as fuck, I must say. Maybe I'll go out on a limb and say there's 500. This gentleman I have seen.
영감님, 뭐 하시는 거예요?
말 시키지 마라. 헷갈려.
Oh, number 1.
아, 지금 몇 명 왔는지 사람 쪽수 세시는 거예요?
Man, either he's really like the most desperate, lowest hanging fruit, or he wanted to just be in this fucking weird ass death game.
까지 셌더라.
영감님, 저기 456명 왔네요.
Oh, 456. He was the last one.
영감님 1등으로 오셨네? 나 꼴찌네? 며느리가 차려주는 따순 밥 드시고 따뜻한 아랫 목에서 손주들 재롱 떠는 거 보면서 등이랑 지지고 계시지.
아이 그러는 자네 부모님은 며느리가 차려준 따순 밥 드시고 사시나?
Damn, I feel like this guy might be the main fucking villain.
내가
Other than,
얼마 안
because I feel like, and this is gonna be a random ass connection,
머릿속에
but I feel like this could be a really, really, really adult version of like a total drama. For those who have seen that cartoon. So obviously you have like a main villain, the moderator, but also that's the girl. But you have like the main competitor, who's also like an antagonist.
등질은 여전하네.
Some of these people do know each other. Oh, that man is from the gang of some sort.
아니지. 오갈 데 없는 년 먹여주고 재워주고.
And I can't wait to see all these people's motives. So obviously the first gentleman had some sort of cancer.
다친 게 더 많아.
그렇게 당당한 년이 왜 도망을 쳤을까?
도망이 아니라 독립한 것뿐이야.
You guys can do something. Stop gasping and do something. And I do gotta say it. Who's 69?
그럼 나가서 태극기라도 흔들든가.
Guan? I've missed the name.
맞다.
Guan?
나 북한 년이니까 인공기 흔들어야지.
Ah.
너 일로 와봐. 목영도. 너 맞네. 소매치기 너. 내 돈 내놔. 내 돈 어디 있어? 내 돈 내놔.
Oh, he's already making an enemy.
그런 너는 무슨 관계신데요? 딱 얼굴 보니까 이런 애들 뒤에 숨어서 먹고 사는 양아치 같으신데 네가 시켰냐? 내 돈 훔쳐오라고?
Yo, these stupid ass gasps are taking me out, man. They're funny as hell.
저기다 오셨다. 아니 여기 카페랑 소매치기 있어요. 카페랑 소매치기.
Yeah, I bet half these goddamn people are criminals. And obviously, I have seen these. These are iconic figures, iconic costumes. I would definitely be one of those people in them goddamn beds, man. I ain't getting up till we starting.
이 자리에 오신 여러분을 진심으로 환영합니다. 여러분들은 앞으로 6일간 모두 6개의 게임에
6
참가하시게
games. Oh yeah, a lot of these people are gonna die then, in each round, obviously.
그 말을 어떻게 믿습니까? 갑자기 마취시켜서 핸드폰, 지갑 다 뺏고 어딘지도 모르는 곳에 끌어다 놓고 갑자기 나타나서 게임 몇 개만 하면 거액을 준다? 그걸 지금 믿으라는 겁니까?
Yes.
모셔오는 과정은 보안 유지를 위해 어쩔 수 없이
So again, I bring back to one of my first questions. Is this government related or is this like a game show? And is this being aired?
하고도 이런저런 핑계를 대면서 누군지도 밝히지 않는데 우리가 당신들 말을 믿어야 할 이유를 하나만 대봐.
You signed this shit. Don't matter if you trust me. You signed it. Sangwoo.
나이 46세
I wrote that name down and I was right.
예지금을 무단으로 빼돌려 주식 파생 상품과 선물 옵션에 투자했다가 실패. 현재 손실액
I wrote that goddamn name down, man.
채무 5억 4천, 118억
미억.
채무 10억 2천만 원.
Oh yeah, these guys are all in debt.
채무 8억 8천.
Okay, I lost the names. My bad. My bad. Going a little too fast for me.
여러분을 찾아갔을 때도 여러분들은 저희를 믿지 않으셨습니다. 하지만 보시는 것처럼 저는 게임을 하고 여러분에게 약속된 돈을 드렸습니다. 여러분께서는 그런 저희를 믿고 모두 자발적으로 어떤 강압도 없이 이 게임에 자원하셨습니다. 지금
This does obviously it's that area of the world. I feel like Korean and specifically Japanese stories are some of the most like creative. But this does feel like it could be an anime, you know what I mean?
잡으시겠습니까?
우리 무슨 게임 합니까?
모두에게 공정한 게임을 위해서 게임 정보는 사전에 공개할 수 없습니다.
저 상금이 대충 얼마나 되나요?
How much? How much? Well, it feels like a goddamn arcade show now. 100 million won.
상금이 적립될 겁니다. 상금의 액수는 첫 번째 게임이 끝나고 모두에게 공개하겠습니다. 게임에 참가를 원하지 않는 분은 지금
Oh, they're probably gonna kill you, dude. Okay, okay.
이게 난가요?
The games may be terminated upon a majority vote. That's interesting. That feels like... Is that only for, like, before the game starts, or is that, like, further into the thing when there's, like, 8 or 9 people left if it's a 5-4? Although I do feel like if you're that deep into the game already, you wouldn't really want to quit, especially after having seen people die. Oh, oh, poor sap. Who is this gentleman? Is this like the big bad leader? Man, I really wish I did watch this. It's hard, like I said. I'm really glad that I'm gonna be able to watch this, like for reactions. But a part of me does kind of wish that I watched this right when it came out, just so I wouldn't know that, because I like to go into shows as blind as possible. And honestly, this is one of the shows that I'm ever going to watch on the channel that I know the most about. And I don't even know that much. I just know like the premise of it. And that sort of ruins that initial reaction, because I feel like, and I certainly will watch a couple reactions of the first episode after I do finish this. And I want to see people's surprise reactions to whenever the first like bloody or you know what I mean, killing moment happens.
야, 너 어떻게 된 거야? 네가 여기 왜 있어? 며칠 전에 너네 가게 갔었는데.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's dead, man. I was gonna say, I might have already said it, but I feel like
쌍문동의 사람 서울대 조상우가?
in a show where you're gonna kill off a whole bunch of people, you need to have that first like emotional hit as soon as possible. So maybe it won't be him, but I feel like one of these sort of major characters they've introduced so far will have to bite the bullet pretty fast. Just to show that, like, no one is safe.
This is the front man speaking. Preparations for the first game are complete.
Front man.
You can begin now.
Who's he talking to? Is he talking to some sort of broadcast company or?
그렇습니다를 외치는 동안 전진할 수 있으며 이후에 움직임이 감지되면 탈락입니다.
무궁화꽃?
And I wonder if it's like, are they gonna like gun him down?
그런 것 같은데요.
Or is it gonna be like a sort of like a poison situation, where if they lose, they just send him to a room?
74번 탈락.
병신 걸렸네.
It is gun him down. Holy shit.
무슨 소리예요?
Wow. Oh man, I do wish I didn't know a little bit like about the death part, because that is haunting.
야, 너 탈락이야, 병신아. 개쇼하지 말고 일어나.
Don't fucking move, you idiot. Oh, half the competition's gonna be gone in the first minute. Oh, what's unfair if they're pushing the people down? That's horrifying, man. Guys, stop moving. Well, after you've already moved, I mean, the front man, huh? And he's American. I don't want to get into the conspiracy theories so much, but did this, because he is American. I don't. I'm just throwing shit out there. Maybe he offered the husband or the stepdad a job just to put him in a position where he'd be more vulnerable. That's the star player right there. Oh, who's the actor? I bet it's... I could definitely see a world in which it's a big actor.
고개 돌리지 말고 들어. 그렇게 있으면 어차피 죽어. 내 생각에 저 인형이 동작 감지 장치야.
Yes, that's obvious, buddy. Oh, we're down to 2 minutes 20. Get up! See, it's already got my heart racing. And that's gonna be the problem, cause oh, when I get down to these last couple, oh dude, she's gonna kill him.
누구냐? 아까부터.
네 뒤통수 치면
이런 쌍년이.
지금 한 대 더 쳐줄까 네 뒤통수?
하지마 제발.
떨지 마 병신아. 그러다 걸리면 죽어.
Oh, it's like, people are gonna laugh at me for making this, but it's the only thing I've seen that's even semi-similar. It does feel like death, adult, murder, total drama. Just because of the competition standpoint. And I want to be honest, I've never really seen any other competition media. So that's the only sort of basis of comparison I have to anything. Hold up, the front man kind of jazzy with it. Gonna hit us with a little montage right now. For those who have not seen any of my my Fargo reactions, montages are... I have a film degree. The art of the montage is one of the reasons why I got a film degree. Specifically shows like Better Call Saul that are able to master it. We had to have a mass culling, so to speak. Just so we can get introduced to some more of these characters. Oh, you dumb fucker. Oh, someone's gonna catch him. Who is it? New character, or do we know him? Oh, this guy. Fucking good-ass human right there, risking himself.
I love you.
Right at the end, too, buzzer beater. If I'm obviously... Oh, he's gonna die, and I'm gonna be so goddamn sad at some point. But this is the guy I would be pairing up with. Damn, about to machine gun them all down. Pop. Haunting right there. An all-time great pilot episode. I don't know if it's about to end. I would love if it were to go on for a little longer. But just from this first episode, not only does it make me even more excited for this entire show, but that is genuinely one of the all-time great pilot episodes. And we're at the island from Lost. Okay, guys, that definitely lived up to the hype. I'm so happy to be able to watch this now. It really did live up to the hype. I spoke about it during the episode. I really wanted tension, and I feel like that was what the show was going to deliver to me, and not only just deliver it, but like at a high level, one of the highest levels I've ever seen. I don't know what it is. Maybe it just I like feeling negative feelings, but that whole idea of tension, it just brings so much. I feel like in most aspects of life, I feel like when there's negativity or like you're holding something back, and I think that's the most important thing, when you're holding something back and then you finally let it happen, you know what I mean? It makes that moment 80 times better. And this right here, the idea of like people mass dying and especially doing like mundane childlike tasks is such an intense visual. And then even with like the music in the background, the not just the jazz but the more childlike music earlier in the episode, it puts you in a mood, and I don't even know how to describe the mood, because half the time I'm scared, half the time I'm intrigued, but the whole time, and especially just right there, I'm obviously rooting for Jihan. Okay, because I know his backstory. But this is one of those things, and I think it's like this with anyone in life, really. I mean, everyone has their side of the story. Depending on how you like give out information, you can really feel for someone or root for someone. And I feel like as we get deeper and deeper into the games, and we have what, 5 more games left. It's interesting, 5 more games, only 9 episodes. Or 8 more episodes left. I don't know if some episodes won't have any games. Maybe if there's a couple completely flashback episodes, or if a game will take place over the course of multiple episodes. That's yet to be seen. But it's interesting because I know that as we get deeper and the field sort of lessens, we're gonna get really connected to some of these characters. I mean, I feel like it's the obvious, the Song Woo, the guy who saved Jihan right at the end, the old guy, the woman, the mob yakuza type person with the tattoo. I feel like those are the obvious hitters. I feel like some more will come out of the woodwork later on. But we're gonna see these people's backstories. We're gonna get mostly connected to them, and then when we get to some of the final rounds, where there's like 10 people, 5 people, I'm not gonna want to root for anybody. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing, I say I root for Jihan, but I don't mean that in like he didn't really seem like that good of a person, so to speak. Obviously he had that connection with his daughter, but I don't know the full story, you know what I mean? So I don't know, and it's interesting, like we've taken the pool of characters is people in debt, people who want money, and debt can be accumulated in a plethora of ways, whether it be negative, something like like the mob or gambling or something, or positive, just like trying to run a business or something like that, trying to help better your family, whatever it may be. So it's tough to say because obviously Jihan is going to be the protagonist, but I don't know if I want to sort of put all my eggs in one basket. I don't know if I want him to win so far. Not so far. I obviously want him to win because he's the only character I know that much about. But I feel like he could be surpassed very easily. The cinematography was fantastic. The music was great. The acting was phenomenal. I mean, I can really tell because I knew that this show was going to be so goddamn good, and I'm so excited to not only finish the season but watch season 2 to see if it lives up to the hype as the first season, and the quality. I don't know if there's any changes in like director or producers or anything like that, but every aspect of this show of the first episode was fantastic, and I really, really, really hope that the rest of the show is like this. I think that it will, just because of the hype surrounding it. But I'm happy. I'm so happy right now. As someone, and I did talk about it for a decent amount of time at the beginning, but I just want to say it one more time. With some of these shows that I'm going to be reacting to over the next couple of years, because I do plan on having this channel for a while, and even some movies. I am, as much as a fan of fiction narrative as I am, I have watched an embarrassingly low amount of stuff. I mean, right now, if you look at my channel, I'm watching The Sopranos for the first time, and I know that when I was in film school, or taking film classes, certain ones would talk about The Sopranos, and I would literally have to stop them and be like, "Yo, I haven't seen it. Can you not spoil me?" And I would get lambasted. I would get laughed at by people in the class, like, "What, you're going for a film degree? You haven't watched The Sopranos?" This was sort of the same thing. You know what I mean? Not to that level, but like, dude, you're going for a film degree, and you haven't watched the most popular show on TV this year? So that's sort of same sort of feeling. So there are a whole bunch of movies and shows that I want to watch in the future that'll sort of evoke those same emotions. Especially recently, like the last 5 years, I've had a lot of trouble just starting like the new popular shows. So hopefully with this channel I can change that, so to speak. But that's going to be it for this episode. I am very excited for the next one. Again, my main hope for the next not just episode but for the show is I really want to get to know more of these characters, get to know some backstories, some flashbacks, maybe like Lost. Maybe every episode, exactly like Lost, we get a new character to focus on, where they either die or survive and win the competition at the end of the episode. I would be very interested in that. And I also feel like that will unlock a sort of second level, because as impactful as that first episode was, not only did I, because of knowing what I know from the outside, just knowing a little bit about the competition, and then obviously having seen Ji-hun's actor before, and pretty sure he won an Emmy, if I'm not mistaken. So just knowing a little bit about that, knowing that he'll survive for at least a little bit longer, and knowing that there is death involved somehow, it's sort of like the first initial baseline plot twists couldn't really get to me. So I'm hoping that as the show progresses and I get to know more people and I sort of get lulled into a false sense of security, that's when they're going to really be able to hit me and really get me going. So I'm excited for it. If you guys liked this video, I would really appreciate it if you dropped a like and left a comment. I love to talk about amazing shows like this with you guys in the comments. I've got the full-length reaction up on Patreon. It's uncut. It's right on the screen. If you guys wanted to check it out, I'd appreciate it. By the time this comes out, I'm probably going to have at least a couple more episodes watched. So I'd appreciate it if you just checked it out, see if you liked it. And if you guys like the content I make on the channel, please subscribe. I will see you guys next week for the second episode of Squid Game.